FBI, right? And bear in mind, all of that happening, right? Even if she'd reported to the IRS, the IRS wouldn't be able, right? The IRS would basically have to go, "No, we don't know anything about
Never
her
heard of it.
income tax," right?
What's an income tax?
Yeah. Um. Right. But
How it
so
should
they,
have been.
right, and so if the whole investigation had started because someone in the IRS went, yeah, right, said to their buddy in the FBI over the water cooler, yeah, some lady said she made $400,000 in Bitcoin selling fake coupons, and he went, we should investigate that, right? She could get the entire case thrown out because of that, but not the other way. Also, there's right. It's also
True.
I see. Um, Also,
How it should have been.
remember, U.S. laws uh very specifically state that you can't make money from an illegal action,
Hmm.
but basically there's only so deeply that they can successfully dig into Ill- illegally earned money, um which is
And
why
for the IRS,
uh
I sleep.
yeah, which is why, of course, cash-based businesses are the most important step of money laundering, because then once you turn it into cash, you can then spread the cash around in untraceable manners. Yeah, they
Yeah.
can do that, although there's multiple different ways. Honestly, truthfully, offshore tax havens are still the most reliable and popular method. Um, Yeah. Well, and then of course you have to for the really really ultra rich, like the ultra rich, they're not borrowing against life insurance policies. They're borrowing against their technical perceived wealth, right? Because Jeff Bezos does not have right. Jeff Bezos doesn't have whatever fucking obscene amount of money it is
Yeah,
that
no,
he's
no.
worth, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna say it's more than $1 billion. We're just gonna say $1 billion to keep it easy,
Yeah, sure.
right? He's worth $1 billion. 98% of his wealth is in stock options for
Yeah.
Amazon and a million other stock companies. But
Yep.
so then he can go and right buy an entire house
Right.
on credit at the bank because the bank goes, "You're Jeff Bezos. First of all, we know you're worth $1 billion because Time said it. Second
Right.
of all, we know for a fact that you've got $700 billion in stock in Amazon, so we know that at any point in time, you can generate the necessary financial capital to pay off this
Right.
$30
Right.
million
Yeah.
house." And then
Yep.
because he's guaranteed to be able to pay it, and because he is guaranteed to never miss a payment, they give him a stupid great interest rate of like 0.1%.
Because there's really no point in even charging him interest because they know he can just pay it off if he doesn't like it.
Right. And more importantly, they know that sure, well, it's not 0.1%, right? But it's like
Yeah, no,
1,
I understand what you're
2%.
saying. Yeah, I know, I get what you're
And
going.
then they go, right, 1% from Jeff Bezos is better than 80% from Sneaky Devil, because Sneaky Devil may or may not have his job in 5 years and may or may not be able to pay off this house. Jeff Bezos is definitely able to pay off the $30 million house.
Yeah, that's fair.
Personal tax. In Sneaky's chat. Never heard of it.
I could easily apply it to myself.
Hello, internet. No, you're definitely
Like-
gonna keep your job. You're competent, and you're unless the business collapses, you're fine.
Yeah, that's the worry right now, Sneaky.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
okay,
not him
fine.
being incompetent.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
the business
But if
collapsing.
his business collapses, there's gonna be way bigger problems going on than him losing the job.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's very true.
Oh yeah, by
Which
the
is
way,
why I am
Sneaky,
secretly stockpiling cash somewhere off in the Cayman Islands.
Of course.
Sneaky, I just spiked my Jaeger bomb with vodka. I hope you're proud.
I am very proud of you, sir. Alright, let's
Stereo.
get into the news! Well,
I'm as
fanfic.
proud of you as your liver is.
Yes. So, did you guys hear that Keemstar retired?
Do you
The
think
gnome is
anyone
gone.
cares?
No, I know no one cares. I'm just saying, I can now use Let's Get Into the Fanfiction. Even though it doesn't sound as good.
Good.
I still don't believe it.
Maybe you have to check the
still-
copyright laws.
I still think he's gonna come back within 6
I
months.
will
to a
fight
year.
Keemstar. I will box Keemstar. Let's
Listen,
fucking
the
go.
only news I want to hear about Keemstar is he got fucking murdered in one of his prank videos.
That's fair. That's
Understandable.
fair.
Right, like,
yeah.
right, like fake car robbery. Keemstar gets fucking shot.
What the fuck is this? I swear to God, is oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like how any of this is worded, but let's go!
Let's fucking
Don't
go.
forget to link it.
I would love to if this. What the hell? That was a weird little glitch on the Google bar.
Well, that's another empty bottle of alcohol.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
I should probably get some alcohol. I might get some alcohol. Depends on how bad this story is, which
Might.
is probably pretty bad.
Are you going to leave? Now, the real question is Sneaky going to leave live in the show to acquire additional
Yes.
alcohol?
If
Yes.
it requires me to do so, I will.
Sneaky. Ina and Gur are playing Phasmophobia VR.
I'm aware. I'll
God.
catch it later.
So that's
Just
amazing.
like the other 22 videos that are now in my queue.
Did you see the Devour collab? It was fucking amazing.
It is in the queue because I actually want to see that.
Yeah.
I did try and watch the Ina Kiara collab earlier today, where Kiara.
Why would you torture yourself like that?
Kiara was doing Outlast, the heart rate monitor, and Guro was supposed to be there on standby to help her. And it was okay at best, but Kiara basically had zero commentary. And Gura basically had no commentary beyond telling Kiara where to go and occasionally throwing out a decent roast. And then Kiara would just start screaming. And it was that kind of scream where you're like, you know what? Murder might be an acceptable solution right now. That's the kind
if
of
you want
scream
some,
it was. And I was
if
just
you want
like,
some blessed crony screams, watch the Devour collab because that was fucking amazing.
Crony, well, that's all Crony can do is blessed screams.
True.
No,
But,
no.
like,
Occasionally,
speak
there's
less.
blessed cursing.
Well, everything she
Great.
does is blessed.
True. She's crony after all.
She's just perfect.
Just
So
built
this is
different.
the strange song of ice and fire. Despite its
Oh.
title, it has nothing to do with Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
DxD story.
Oh, there's the catch. It's always a catch.
And I am really
High school.
not okay.
Wait, no, wait. Hold
I
on.
am
I've got the
really
alt.
not okay with it being a DxD story, and this is the cover art. I am not okay with this.
Oh
Oh,
god.
you're
it
you still
hasn't
got the screen
changed.
down, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
no! Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
let me
looking
fix
at it myself.
Yeah,
Oh
there we go.
no!
I'm not okay with this.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm-
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god, oh fuck, oh god, oh no.
Yeah, it's a rated M DxD story with that as the cover art. I'm
Author,
I'm
we need to have a
uncomfortable.
long and detailed discussion about okay and not okay. And my starting talking point is a baseball bat.
see, I was gonna say it was
Yeah,
gonna
my
be a very
starting talking point is
yeah, it was
this.
gonna be a very short discussion with 3 loud bursts.
Yeah. The discussion is just like bang. Nothing else.
Line up against the wall, please. An eccentric and a pervert. One's a bubble, one's childish. The other's perverted, and wait, one's bubbly and childish, and the other is perverted and optimistic.
One of them is going to get a knock on the door from
One
the
of them
FBI.
is childish, the other is a pervert. This cover art.
FBI? Hello? CPS? Anyone?
Hello, yes, police.
I need an adult, preferably
them
one with a
right
chain
there.
shotgun.
No one would think them to fit well together. I believe
That would
it's
be because it
illegal.
would be illegal.
Yeah. Even fewer would think that she would be his first friend. No, I can
Author?
believe that part. I can believe that part. Absolutely no one would ever thought he would be her queen.
Okay, because this is 2021, I have to ask if the author meant to write that.
Least of all was the fallen angel sent to
I mean,
see
knowing
his
DXD,
sacred gear
yeah,
was a threat.
Like,
What are
DXD
these-
could be entirely serious.
Okay,
Um,
everyone, we can relax. It's all right. The lolly is 1,000 years old.
Excellent. But unfortunately, you will have to face the wall.
You'll have to face the wall anyway.
Yeah, like, that's not a good enough excuse.
So it's a Issei
now what if she was
times
4,000?
It's Issei times Serafal, and
Oh, God.
Rainiere is a character in this story.
That is, unfortunate.
It has 37,000 words, 6 chapters, and for some reason, 1,600 favorites.
That
It
is
has
very
an
unfortunate.
update rate of 1 chapter per 4 months.
I see.
Yeah, you know, Sneaky,
Yeah.
that art is not just the cover art for this story, it's the cover
Oh,
art for
It's
the
their profile
author.
picture.
Yeah, it's a profile picture.
Oh!
Oh, that
Mhm.
is significantly worse.
I don't like that.
Yeah. No author, please return to the wall. Imagine DXD, but it's actually Xia, Exia,
Shansha.
Chansha? Is that really how it's pronounced?
That's how I pronounce it. I don't know, I'm racist. I don't care.
That's fair enough. I'll just copy and paste this.
Imagine DXD, but we replace the shitty main character with Ike from Fire Emblem. He fights for his friends.
Yeah, that didn't
Yeah.
clarify that one for me.
Yeah, I don't think Brave has a pronunciation thing yet, so just Google it instead. Just type.
I'll just do pronounce.
Yeah, okay, that works.
What? What's this? Okay, yeah, just hit this button. Shinsha.
Okay.
I like mine way better. Mine makes it sound cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, imagine if DXD was Shinsha. I mean, it basically
We don't know what that is.
Cultivators. The
Chinese,
Chinese rape genre.
Chinese isekai rape genre,
Yeah.
basically.
I'm sorry, that's a genre!
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very popular in China. Basically, the premise of it is that you, a superior Chinese man, have been brought to another world that is inferior and not Chinese enough. And using your superior Chinese knowledge and Chinese genetics, you manage to cultivate spiritual powers that give you the ability to order people around. And anyone that disobeys you, you beat to death or rape. And this is okay because you have power.
There's a lot to unpack there, China, and I
anything
think
done
I'll
in
start.
pursuit of this power is okay and even encouraged, as only weak non-Chinese men would ever do things like be nice to people or have, some sort of decency. And the only reason why you're ever polite to someone is because of a very structured caste system of giving and taking face, which is basically PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Near grid coordinates.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is that MacArthur was right.
Like,
MacArthur has always been right.
I would have been starting to get sick of various garbage isekais, starting with main character appears, female character is in danger of being raped or is being raped. I shall save them and acquire their eternal undying love. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, really, we can't have something slightly more original than that. Like,
yeah, but
this...
no, see, China heard your plea and said, you're right. We do need something more original and realistic than that. I will show up and rape them myself.
True.
Boy, China, you went the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is China.
Yeah, it's China. Yeah.
Originality? What's that and how do I steal it?
Other things common in Xinjiang are stuff like themes of it's totally okay to destroy the environment and abuse people and take anything you want so you can burn it down into its pure spiritual essence to make you a little bit better. And the consequences of you doing this don't matter because you are better than you were yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very interesting magnifying glass on Chinese culture.
Well, at least a bunch of Chinese dudes anyway.
Yes, but I mean that's pretty much all that's left in China at this point. It's like what, 70% men now in China or something?
Depending on
you're
your
not
age bracket. Yeah. In like the 20s to 30s age bracket, it's quite a bit more men. Like 100 million more men.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's not
Total.
good.
That is unfortunate.
So anyway, let's
Like,
get into this.
I can...
Right.
I
Yeah.
guess I can, let's be very clear, theoretically understand how such a genre might gain popularity when you have that many frustrated dudes.
Yes.
Not
Also,
okay.
keep in mind China's normal culture and just general subcultures of power means everything, and the ends justify the means, and etc. etc.
I was gonna say, like, it's
Yeah.
super not okay, but knowing all those cultural factors, I can understand how it came into existence.
Yes. Now, I will recommend a story to you. It does have some lewd shit in it. I just skip over it. It's called Beware of Chicken.
Yeah, that's
And it's
fucking
this
amazing.
one dude's attempt at writing a Xinjiang story in which the main character is, like, from either the South or Canada. I can't really tell.
He's Canadian.
Oh, he's Canadian?
Wait,
Okay,
hold
we finally
on.
got that confirmed.
Those are very different locations.
He is definitely Canadian. Because
Okay.
I don't know how far you've gotten, but he puts a Canadian flag by his farm.
Oh, I know he does. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
up to the most current chapter, but...
Yeah, okay, you're further than me
basically,
then, but
he's
definitely Canadian.
he enters the Xinjiang world, gets isekai'd into someone's life who just died, so it's okay. But then proceeds to be like, wow, I hate Xinjiang. All this shit sucks. I'm gonna go fuck off and be a farmer in some fuck-ass backwards place. Bye. And proceeds to save the day through the act of not being a complete asshole.
Magical.
It is unironically a great story.
Yeah, it's actually getting serialized.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I still have to finish getting through the Legend of the Galactic Heroes, though. So
I don't know what that is, but I'm okay with it.
It's a super long space opera that Atin has apparently committed the next 3 years of his life to.
Oh, I see. Understandable.
it's-
Have a nice day.
It is massive.
no,
So-
I'm reading it. I'm not watching it, so it will be significantly faster. But
Still a lot to read through.
How the fuck did she get me to agree to this? He whispered to himself, stalking the halls
Also,
of the first floor.
I
of
do
his
actually want to
school.
take one quick sec.
Yeah,
Like, so far, just reading it,
yeah.
it's good reading. Like, it's actually interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll feel that way about it in 3 years or whatever,
That's
according to Max, but
The main
Understandable.
objective was simple, ellipses, period. In theory, no period at all. Go into the room, comma, put the little monitoring spell she taught him in place where it wouldn't be easily found, period. Then go to the other 34 spells of similar design whenever he felt like it. If only the target of said monitoring wasn't a very observant and intelligent young woman with a healthy and well-founded sense of paranoia that her older sister might be spying on her at any and all times. Because she was. His chances of keeping out of the spotlight, like he was supposed to be, were dramatically falling as the days went on. This is, at the very minimum, half your fault. Issei Hayudo paused in the hallway, going over the past events in his mind, trying to come up with a way to disprove his tag-along. I had no idea that my offhand comment would be taken so seriously, he admitted, after finding no way to deny his own involvement. Too engrossed in the plot of a certain show he was watching, his best friend slash king slash living proof that boobs can bounce like in volleyball video games had asked a simple question that was answered absently. Is she talking to any boys? Only too late did the very real ice in her voice register in his mind, right after his answer of, yeah, I saw her talking to some blonde dude today. And so began his mission of setting up the magical spy stuff and leaving behind something meant to hopefully derail any sexual motivations the student body president's new admirer might have. Sarah didn't like leaving things to chance. We are talking about the same person, right? Issei looked down to his hand, a fabric that had been white at some point not too long ago, now a faded grayish yellow poking through. Granny panties.
yo, author, that don't mean what you think it means.
Don't like that.
Looked down to his hand, a fabric that had been... Why? Magically... Okay. I might need this alcohol sooner than I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen Saito from Familiar Zero in place of Issei, but I haven't seen Issei in place of Saito. Well, see, it's actually fairly simple reasoning why. Because Saito only got through Familiar Zero because he was a basically non-existent character who kind of was just the butt of every joke and was the general good guy slash hero personality type. Issei is thoughtless, perverted, and useless. He's a coward, and really only ever stepped up to the plate because the boobs that he liked were being threatened by other people.
Yeah.
It isn't until far later he actually becomes a decent human being, question mark.
Quote unquote. Decent.
And even then, the end of the DxD ends with him leaving his wife behind to be NTR'd by his spirit brother. Because reasons. And he has to go to college or something. It's really dumb.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Someone married that dude?
Yeah, the white dragon. Rias married Issei in the end. and they adopted Ophis, the Dragon of Infinity.
Yeah, I remember looking at the wiki, like,
What? What?
Opus calls Ria's mother.
Yeah, it's real
the
fucking weird. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real fucking weird. And yeah,
That's-
so then Issei is like, I gotta go to college now and hunt down some people. Bye. And then the guy who has the white dragon gauntlet's like, Yo, Rias, since you like dragon dick so much, how about you try dragging my dick up your ass? And she said, okay.
I
What the fuck?
I need some real 30-06 for this, my guy.
That scene reminds me of a meme I saw in Evangelion hospital scene, but the roles are reversed. Where you're sitting in a chair looking at something? Is that what it was?
also, why would Rias
on.
agree to that?
Oh, because people with dragon sacred gears are really sexy, and she's actually attracted to the dragon scent of the sacred gear and not the person itself.
Oh, yes, that's
So why did she end up
interesting
with
thoughts on women, though, right?
Oh, because she spent so many resources into Issei that she kind of nightingaled herself.
Bro.
What the shit? Fuck, bro.
Yeah. The creator of DxD also hates DxD. And that's very evident in his sequel to DxD called EXE. Where the Lovecraftian gods come and fuck everyone's shit back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Is there like any hope, or
No, they just straight up kill the top 2 strongest creatures in existence with like one attack.
so then what the fuck's the story about?
I don't know. I think the story is about Issei going to college.
Yeah.
What the? F-
What?
Yeah, I don't know either.
what the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that same horrifying realization you have looking back at some of your stuff? Like, oh god, why did I make this? Why is this the only thing that would sell?
Why is this so popular? I hate that this is popular. I made this as a shit post. Why is this the more popular thing? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I thought EXE was bad fanfic when I read it, not canon. Yeah, I know. It feels like it, but it's
What
not.
does the
Unfortunate.
EXE? What does the E part stand for?
I don't know.
Like,
Epic
is it supposed to be Eldritch or something?
Yeah, Eldritch times Eldritch, I think, or something. Eldritch of Eldritch or whatever.
That's retarded, but okay.
I think, is it EX? Is that what it is?
That sounds
No.
6-part special novel. fuck?
High school Musical. Um. Where the fuck is EXE?
Oh, let's see.
Let's just try and go from this
EXD
guy.
gods.
Let's try looking up this guy and see if we can't get it off his Wikipedia
Actually,
page.
it's the EVX Told arc. Supposedly.
Wow, imagine being only known for DxD now.
Oh, oh.
Okay, wait, hang on. So,
That's rough.
According to a spoiler from the High School DxD subreddit, EXE means a couple of things. EXE is the name of another world ruined by semi-mechanical life forms and very strong gods. So the DxD villains invaded, apparently. It is also what's hinted to be Issei's file form, the Eros engine.
Of
which
course.
supposedly gives him enough power to fight against the forces of the EXE world.
Of course.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
Issei
fucking-
literally becomes God to go fight Cthulhu.
He not just becomes God to fight Cthulhu, he becomes God because of his immense horny power.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Like, man literally too horny to die. And I hate that I have to say that.
So I'm trying to find the synopsis to EXE. Oh
What
jeez,
the fuck is
wow,
a
that's...
synopsis?
Fucking luck.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a link to anything about it.
Too bad.
Oh god. Announced the sequel, Shin High School DxD. Okay. The True Light novels? Oh god, what kind of fucking Kingdom Hearts shit is going on here? We got the light novels, we got the real light novels.
Do you think the real light novels are just like are they like
The real life
like alkalization or like or not alkalization
Progressive.
progressive?
No, it serves as the 26th novel in the series. The true High School DxD novel is the first novel in the 26th novel of the series. I fucking hate the Japanese.
What else would it be?
I fucking hate the Japanese so much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, these quotes. These quotes are straight out of fanfiction, basically. God, this is cringe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is why fanfiction sucks these days. This is the fucking shit they're basing it off of. This is the published garbage that they're learning from.
Have you ever seen that in a book? Yeah, I totally have.
Sorry, I skipped over this because I didn't think this was the actual summary. The color of the armor is the same, ellipses. That was what I thought when I looked at my bloodied hand. His crimson armor is more brighter than red and raspberries.
Yeah, well, Sneaky, look at the fucking garbage Jin just posted.
The color of his beautiful dragon crimson armor is the same as on my hand.
Sneaky,
What?
just read the fucking description of the character Jin just posted in the Discord.
Jesus Christ. Who comes harder full circle? Taylor embracing being a bully or Issei embracing horny? Now, Issei was always embracing horny. There was never a time period where Issei didn't embrace horny.
Big true.
He has been at like Grand
Acorn.
Central Station.
That'd be pretty funny though.
He just kept embracing
Wait.
Acorn.
No, this is fandom. This is not a real character. Right? Right? This is not a real character, right?
Yes,
okay, good.
It's fun.
Oh shit! Oh
But,
fuck!
like, it's fun, but even the fact you had to ask.
Oh fucking Christ! Yeah, that I was genuinely scared for a second. I was like, this is not actually like this is straight up like Has Been Hotel. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
No knocks against Has Been Hotel. This is just a Has Been Hotel character. It's just the wrong fandom, is what I'm trying to say.
I see. Oh wow, yeah, that is
Wow.
Yeah, I need to switch
looks pretty
position
snazzy.
of this
Don't
alcohol
get
on
me
my
wrong though.
bloodstream.
The art for this is amazing. Like,
Yeah,
he looks like he belongs in a very beloved but very niche Japanese fighting game.
That too. Yes. That too. Has Been Hotel, niche Japanese fighting game. Great art though. Love it.
Also, some kind of Riot like Halloween skin.
That too, yeah. Probably a Halloween skin for someone. Yeah. So seriously, some of these links I can't tell what's fandom and what's actual anymore. Yeah, pretty much. So let's before we get into the story, I do want to see how much better this reads than current canon DxD.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Let's see. So starter quote. I hope you brought a life insurance with you in the walking world. What? Hope you brought a life insurance with you in the walking world, 'cause I'm giving you all a one-way ticket straight to virtual hell. Huh? Arn, I want you to edit this page excessively. And
Okay,
see
yeah,
how
you know.
long it takes.
Sure. I'll do it.
And speaking of which, is that Tom Riddle fandom page still?
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's still fucking there. Hang on, give me a moment.
We need to start a game called Guess If It's Canon or Fanon. I would absolutely do that, yes.
Oh god, yeah, give me like 5 minutes.
Cloud Chaos is one of the principal archons of the basic universe, Fedora. One of the last survivors of his world.
And, that was really just the universe attempting to make up for several mistakes when you think about it.
Alongside Zafar Zerabel. Jesus Christ. Raido Rendezaza and Artisanagagit Argus. Oh god. Okay, so who are these two?
I have no idea. Alright, I'm going in, boys. Wish
This
me
is
luck.
just Alistair. Like, that's just Alistair from Has Been Hotel.
Crowley?
No, Alistair, the radio demon
Oh.
from Has Been
Oh,
Hotel.
yeah.
That's just straight up. That's just This is just Alistair. It literally even says Alistair.jpg. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good Alistair art, but maybe not so much that one. That one's pretty good. But this is just Alistair. Why did they just straight out? Did they just straight up take characters from a Has Been Hotel story? Oh. I think they did. Oh no, Arn, watch out! Damn, finally someone gets to read me. This article of Arts Not Argus is a product of anti-death. Thus, editing or manipulating any of this data without direct creator permission is prohibited. Retribution will follow any that do.
Oh no. Anyway.
Oh no. In the antiverse. Oh god, I'm gonna stab myself in the throat.
Alright, let's see,
Oh god, this is so cringe. Oh, this is just so cringe. Sold his world to the Eevees in exchange for power. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yo, leave Eevee out of this, yo. Eevee is...
They also have Ultron on the
Sneaky has
list
done
of the
nothing.
gods from EXE. Oh, fandom. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
See,
So
I
that
can't
just-
tell if it's a shit poster.
I'm just making some,
anti-death. I recognize the username. It's cringe. He's cringe.
I'm just making some choice edits here and there.
Yeah. So I was right when I said this looks like a character from Has-Been Hotels, because it is. He is.
Yeah.
They just fucking hell. Oh. God. That's cringe. Did they really? What, are you still here? Handed over that thing, your dark cookies from my stomach. Office demanding Senko Hayudo's sweets.
Yet,
That's not
You
even
do
a
not get
good
to take
use
one
of
of
the
the-
quote. That's a terrible use of the quote. That's like garbage quote.
Yeah.
yeah, like you don't get to take a fantastic quote from a fantastic boss and
Like
just
that,
violate it that way.
that payoff at the end, that quote and the payoff at the end, that was just so fucking good. Like we were the two of us, well, all three of us, but Max came into the conversation later. All the two of us, right at the end when we got that quote, we were just like, oh.
It's like everything's been brought together.
Like, holy shit, it's come full circle. Ah! Silent Fae of the Ancestor? One of these aliases? Oh no! Oh no! Mother of Draconic Duus? The Alpha Snake? Magnolius Heterodox, Serpent of the Thousand. Wait, what the fuck? Serpent of the Thousand Worlds of Silence? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Silent Fae of the Ancestor Dragons?
Oh. Let's see.
The Limitless Battery? The Gothic Monster? Entity Zero? Yeah, of course, they're gonna fucking murder that one. Yeah, whatever. Oh, God. The Goetic Symbol of the Sun, Mercury and the Moon. What? The infamous blue? What the shit? What? Really? Are you really going? Why? My insides are curdling.
I wondered if I just lost the stream from it. I'm like, no. Sneaky's just depressed.
Yeah.
I can't
Are you
dig
fucking
any
kidding?
deeper. I can't do it. I can't do it. We're going back to the fic. I can't handle it.
Yep. I'll be back in a little bit.
That's a special level of hell.
My OC is actually the older brother of the Dragon God of Infinity, and he's actually looks like Loki, and he goes between multiverses to recruit people to fight demon gods. Please die, Father. We don't need you here. It's boosted cringe. Each click doubles the cringe you feel. Yes, it did.
Cringe scare.
It is like actually, it's actually genuinely painful though. Like,
hey, yeah, Sneaky, I'm actually fixing the grammar on this page as well while I'm at it.
just going through.
Guys, it's Marvel's newest superhero, Captain Cringe.
I thought they already made it. Isn't it a girl?
You know, you might be right.
Yes, his appearance is based on Vox from Hospital Tales. You don't say.
We never could have guessed.
I
Author.
fucking knew it. Yeah, I saw that. Something in my brain just clicked. I'm like, Ashhadman Hotel. I haven't seen that in like 3
wait,
fucking
seriously?
years.
Equipment, Racer GX War Machine. Are you fucking kidding me?
Racer GX War Machine. Are you gonna make him a racist?
Yeah, you know, sure. But it's like the fact that this motherfucker uses Racer. I can't be fucked with it at all. It's just too fucking cringe. But let's see, minor grammar fixes. It's a minor edit. Yep.
This is a minor edit. Yeah, I fixed the grammar.
Significantly
You might even
improved
call
plot
me
structure.
A grammar Nazi.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot something.
Oh.
I mean, I did set this account's birthday to 20th of April, 1889.
1889.
Guess who was born on that day? It's the funny mustache man.
Haha.
Alright, that's probably good enough.
God, fucking Ultron's just straight up just a.
Alright, now let me just check the.
I'm already Tracer. Try, I'm already a racist. Go play Tracer, but I'm already a racist. What? What? What did you say? I said go play Tracer. Oh. Okay. What did you say? I'm already Tracer.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna check the Tom Riddle thing.
Oh god, okay. Let's see, blah blah, don't care about it, blah blah, questions, obsession with the female body, blah blah, Welsh dragon. Straddling his lap with a beautiful woman. Blah blah blah. Relationship he had with the king was weird. Yeah, if your king offers you a lap dance in exchange for planting panties on your on the
they
little
fixed it.
Oh, they fixed it? Oh.
Fuck.
Did they leave
Damn it.
any comments?
Hang on, let's see. Let's check the edit history. Hang on. History. Wait, let's see. It was fixed 15th of July.
Oh, it's quite a while ago, yeah.
Just an undo everything I did. Cringe.
Oh,
Wait, can I undo his undo? Damn it.
Can you?
Imagine.
Uno reverse.
No, you! Oh, shit,
Uh-huh.
that's a great idea! Fuck! Alright, I'm gonna write that down. Uno reverse card. I'm basically just keeping a list of ideas and memes that could be ever potentially used in a fic.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix this. Hang on a minute.
Just straight up end up in a place like DXD and just be like, I'm gonna go invent a spell called the Uno reverse card, and it's just a no you.
Based. Alright, let me just edit this.
Wait, what are you doing now?
I'm fixing the Tom Riddle one.
Oh, god damn it. Wait, could you, wait, do you have an access to the archive of the older version?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh god.
Wait, hang on, can I? Wait.
He's getting too powerful. Anyway, so
Wait.
Seraphal offers to give Issei a lap dance so he can go plant panties in...
Sneaky. I restored the...
Oh god.
I undid
You undid his undo?
Uno reverse card part 2.
Damn it.
Oh my fucking god.
Secretly, Tom Riddle was Hitler.
He was actually born in Afghanistan. And his gender is trans, non-binary, pan-fluid.
I can't believe they would ever get rid of these changes. This is erasing the LGBT.
It's to Albania. And his affiliation is to the Waffen SS. Okay, fiction. Grand Wizard of the KKK.
You're going to get your mod privileges revoked, and it's your own damn fault.
Yeah, I'm done. God.
Grand Wizard of the KKK.
I mean, he is a wizard. And
I
think
know,
would
I
accept
know.
him. God. Good times.
Anyway, so, lap dance bribes, blah, 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 blah. Decides to plant some spells into the ear vent. If the maid finds out about this, she'll undo it all. Can't fault me for this. There was no order, blah, blah, blah. Why does Saji have the hots for her? Blah, blah, blah. Someone's coming. Some fantasies. Son, are you here? Let's see. Rias Grimmery, event less degrading to say that he would sell who sold a banger if he hadn't already given to Sarah. It also prolonged his existence in the world. Sarah's ex was an easygoing guy unless she said the wrong thing about his sister. Seriously, Issei had gotten away with once accidentally admitting that he dreamed of screwing Graphia so long that his dick had friction burns, and he just turned to him and smiled and said he knew the feeling.
Alright then.
Why is this, in the story? There's so much of this chapter that is just,
It is DXD. Oh,
I'm aware, don't
perfect.
get me, I'm aware.
The Brazilian is doing his job.
I'm aware. If being a wizard is a genetic thing in Harry Potter, Bonesaw would have a fucking field day. I mean, yeah, it probably is genetic, sort of.
Well, it's partially
Yeah.
genetic, at least.
Yeah, this would be a recessive gene.
It's genetic enough that having sex with another person who has magic will get a magic child. Usually.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, far more likely.
So there's something going on there, I suppose.
And yeah, it has to be a recessive gene because two
No,
muggles,
it's
two
gotta
people
be dominant.
without.
No, it's gotta be dominant.
Yeah, well, wait, because two people without the trait can have a child with the trait.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's wait, is that dominant?
That's double
No,
recessive.
I mean that can also work for recessive if it's
Yeah.
sex-linked gene.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the problem here is that it's dominant because a wizard having sex with a muggle makes a wizard. But two muggles having sex also can make a wizard randomly.
Fair enough.
So it's probably a dominant gene, but the magic has to be able to support them or some shit, maybe?
I mean, dominant doesn't mean guarantee, I guess. It just means it's most likely.
Yeah.
So I guess. I don't know.
It's a recessive genes? I don't think so. See,
Wait,
squibs?
'cause
No.
isn't recessive genes the ones that can like lay underneath the surface for generations?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Without,
With, like
So basically what it is when it comes to dominant and recessive genes, it only refers...
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Sneak.
it only really refers to the hierarchy that the genes can take, and some dominant genes are more dominant than other dominant genes in that same lineup. So you could say that brown eyes are dominant, but if there's some other eye color, let's say like pink eyes existed, right? Pink eyes could be more dominant than brown. So while brown might be a higher priority than blue, pink eyes take a higher priority than brown.
Okay, so both actually work.
Yeah.
So a gene, like if it's a dominant gene, or allele, I guess.
Yeah.
The effect shows even if the individual only has one copy of it.
Right. Yeah.
If it's recessive, you have to have both copies for it to show.
Right.
So it could be both theoretically, but judging the prominence, it probably has to be dominant.
Yeah. No, it's definitely dominant.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a biology person.
I mean, it's really easy to explain why squibs exist. The gene mutated.
Yeah.
Well, except for, isn't it Filch or whatever? Eventually was magic.
No.
No, he just had enough magic to be able to live in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Not enough to actually do
Squibs
magic.
are people who have enough magic to see magic stuff and be able to like interact with magic stuff, but they don't have enough magic to actually use magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely dominant, and there's definitely some sort of mutation stuff going on there with the whole squib thing, and the other various abilities, like the whole like shape changer thing. What's that called?
Yeah.
Transmorph magus or something.
Animagus.
Yeah,
Animagus.
Transmorph magus.
No,
Transmagus.
Animagus.
You can morph into the other sex.
Yes, actually.
Metamorph
Animagus
is
the
the
ones that turn into
change.
animals. There's the transmorph magus that can turn into anything.
Isn't that Metamorphagus or
Yeah,
something?
there we go. Metamorphagus.
Yeah.
That was close. Transmorph, metamorph.
Yeah.
Metamorph. Shut the fuck up, Aura. I don't want to hear it out of you. Anyway.
You still on this?
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving through. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Issei's having sex fantasies about Rias. Blah blah blah. More sex fantasies.
Well, I mean, at least so far it's accurate.
Blah blah blah. More sex fantasies.
Still going on those, huh?
Blah blah blah. Okay, so Issei is finally out of the sex fantasies. And his home is currently an icicle. And he gets upstairs.
Yeah, that just happens sometimes.
And she's crying on his bed. And then he teleported, question mark?
I mean, yeah, sometimes it just be like that.
And then someone's asking if he's Issei. Then he's having sex fantasies of another girl that just came up to him, which is probably Rainere. And then he buries his face in her tits.
As you do.
Stay classy, you say. Stay classy.
Rainere had sex fantasies about Azazel. She's admitting that they're never gonna happen and far-fetched. And then she found Issei, and she spied on Issei for several years. Then let's see. She apparently in this AU she apparently fucked up long before she had a chance to kill Issei. And so she realized she was a piece of shit like a decade ago, which is the author's excuse as to why she's now currently lusting after Issei's dick.
Of course.
Wait, how would realizing she's a terrible person make her
Because she
horny for
tried to
Issei?
improve herself. As a fallen angel, she tried to be a better person.
Yes,
And,
by lusting for human dick, of course.
well, no, devil dick now. Issei's a devil, you gotta keep in mind. The devil of the Leviathan.
Fair enough. I mean, who
And
really cares?
Then she finds Issei and realizes that he's really hot or something. I don't really care what her reasoning is. Libido of a rabbit and few friends. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. And yeah, so then she checks if he has a sacred gear, and she can't find any sign of magic in him. Which is clearly, then the author finishes off the chapter with, wait a second, everyone should have magic in them. If he has no magic in him, that means he was taught how to suppress his magic, which is wild because no one should have been able to teach him how to suppress his magic. And that's how the chapter ends.
Damn, bro. I sure am intrigued.
Yeah, I'm just fucking riveted. Like, literally,
What's
I
the
shit
other
you
editing?
not, like, half of this chapter was just Issei talking about how much he wanted to fuck Rias.
Done.
Imagine, so just to keep in mind, just to keep everyone on topic and remembering this story has been updating for the past 3 years. It has managed to get out 6 chapters of 6,000 words long in
That's
3 years. And half of this chapter was just spent with Issei having a sexual fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
Imagine
like, you could probably make the
writing-
argument that
Yes, I know,
DxD is just
DxD.
one long sexual fantasy.
I'm aware, but there's a difference when you're only updating once every, like, 6 months with a 6,000 word chapter that ultimately goes nowhere, explains nothing, and then you just leave for another 6 months. Like,
Post-sexual fantasy, refuses to elaborate further, leaves.
yeah, it's just
Literally just this author.
literally this author. And I'm kind of worried if I go to click on the rest of his stories with that freaking...
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I'm not. So let's find something more amusing and more painful. Harry Potter, yeah.
Excellent, yeah, great. I have too much alcohol.
Oh no.
And by too much, I mean, it needs to be inside me.
Oh no.
Oh, this. I think I have read this. Or at least I have seen it before, and I am drinking more.
Oh boy, that's a stellar sign for the show tonight.
Yeah, so,
I would love to drink, actually. So, how about you keep everyone occupied? I'm gonna go run up some alcohol.
Yeah. So, in about like 20, 30 years, I'm gonna look back at this exact moment and think to myself, oh, so that's where my alcoholism started.
Started.
Yeah, I mean, well, it has been ongoing for quite a while now, ever since I started joining this podcast. But like, cheers, bottoms up.
Podcast has literally driven 2.5 people to drink.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
fuck me, that's nasty. Oh. Thanks, Sneaky. Very cool.
Thanks for the alcoholism, Sneaky.
I mean, yeah, he's just
Oh,
sharing the
boy.
bounty.
It's a gift that'll keep on giving, unfortunately.
True. And unfortunately for us, Sneak is a very giving man.
When he wants to be.
Yeah,
My
or when
fucking
he wants
family
others to suffer.
sometimes. So, I went over to the bar. We have a bar in this house, by the way. So, I run over
Yeah.
to the bar.
Hey, haven't you been thrown out?
Me? Not yet.
He got thrown back in.
He's almost there, though.
I'm working on it. So anyway, I run over to the bar, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go grab a bottle and, run back down. And I'm at the bar going through the bottles, and my father pops up from behind the bar and goes, oh, do you want yours? I'm like, that would be great, thanks. And he takes a bottle off the shelf and hands it to me.
Can I put out what it says about this man's family, that they just have a bar, and more importantly, that a family member's just like, ah, yes, it's perfectly natural for you to be running for an entire bottle at 8:06 on a Friday night.
Yeah.
No questions asked. He just hands me a bottle. I'm like, ah, yes, of course. There you go.
Yes. Oh,
What else are you
going
gonna be doing with your Friday night, you friendless loser? Thanks, Dad.
True.
Tito's.
Yugoslavs.
Whew. Burns like paint thinner. And it does.
I
Are
mean,
you sure your
maybe
father
because it is.
didn't actually give you a bottle of Tito's with paint thinner in it?
No.
I mean,
this is
would he
Tito's.
notice the difference?
I drink Tito's, and I know exactly what Tito's tastes like. This tastes like Tito's.
Suffering? Pain? Pain thinner?
Self-loathing, actually.
Oh, you know, that's
Now,
fair
hold
enough.
on a minute, Sneaky. Everything you eat and drink tastes like self-loathing.
No, hold on. A lot of things don't. Tito's, however, definitely tastes like self-loathing.
Fair enough.
Because you really have to hate yourself to drink Tito's as your primary means of getting drunk.
Says the man drinking Tito's.
Yes. I would know.
Indeed. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
He's very much aware.
I am a sage here. Do not question me. Grow young with me. A Harry Potter story. He always
Okay,
sat
immediately off the
there.
bat, we've got time travel, which I don't want.
Yes. He
Too
always
bad.
sat there, just staring into the window. The nameless man with sad eyes. He bothered no one, and no one bothered him. Until now, that is. Abigail Waters knew that her curiosity one day would be the death of her, but not today. Today, it would give her life instead. A strong scent of smoke filled the room. No. Abigail Waters, age 24, stared down forlornly at her new uniform. Abby, what's the smell? She heard a snort from the door and looked up to see her flatmate, Clara, peeking in. Don't tell me you burnt it. I'm absolutely shit at ironing, Abby said, holding up her work blouse in the light.
How bad at ironing do you have to be to burn a uniform?
Quite.
Really
Like,
bad.
I know almost nothing about ironing. I iron very little, but, like, even I haven't burned anything yet.
Same.
Sure, I've been constantly afraid of it, but never actually done it.
Yeah, I've never done it either. I mean, I used to iron my shit, and then I realized no one
Yeah, it
actually
is.
cares. And so I
It is
stopped.
literally just don't stop moving the iron.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop.
Yeah, I mean, A, yes, for the record, don't stop moving the iron. B, I decided that I would just buy wrinkle-free dress shirts that you can throw in the washing machine.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that too. But also, I realized that no one actually cares. No one ever noticed that I stopped ironing my shirts, which just said to me that no one cares.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Clara refrained from answering. Aren't you going to be wearing an apron anyway? She asked. Wait, why are you ironing a shirt to a job you're going to be wearing an apron at? Like,
Because you're retarded.
like, you only iron stuff, really, if it's going to be some sort of, like, formal business wear. And you gotta look really nice for the meeting and shit like that. Or just, presentable because you're supposed to be, like, a senior figure in the company.
I have to look good in front of the CEO, so
Yeah.
I'll iron the shirt. Like, you don't...
Fucking, like, Joe Schmo working at McDonald's isn't gonna be like, man, I gotta iron my Mick uniform.
Like, I could even understand if you were going for the job interview, right? Like, you're like, no. I'm gonna look great. I'm gonna put in a solid first impression. We're gonna show up ironed, shirt ironed, pressed slacks. But she's got the job. She's got a uniform. All you've done now is demonstrate to whoever's employing you that you're so careless you damaged their uniform.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that you're so, There's a lot of other things you can interpret from that. Like, you think that ironing was was even required. You're either trying to overdress for the job. You don't really understand what the job entails. You're trying to, do social stuff, which also usually isn't, looked favorably on in jobs. There's a bunch of other things you could interpret from that as well, just trying to iron a uniform that doesn't really need to be ironed, but... Whatever.
I mean, like, in fairness, you're probably never gonna lose points, assuming you iron correctly. You're never gonna lose points. But, like...
Yeah,
if you're so bad at it...
I would say maybe the bosses would look at you with a little bit of a, oh man, she's pretty uptight. Like, if you're...
But, like, even then,
yeah.
not necessarily losing point. Like...
Well, no, it could lose you a position if it's like, oh, this person is a little bit too intense. We need someone who's a bit more approachable for the middle management position.
I mean, fair. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Yeah, duo.
Yeah, but it's not gonna cover all of my outfit, she said, hands on her hips as she stared
How
down
much do you
the
fucking
iron with a
burn, you
frown.
retard?
Apparently
How short
a
is
lot.
that apron?
Yeah,
And
apparently
yeah, how much
short.
did you burn?
Ah, well, she shrugged a second later. It's not if I'm particularly excited about this job anyway. Said
So you're gonna lose your security deposit on day one?
yelling, wow. Clara merely rolled her eyes and retreated back to her room. After
Like,
finally
listen,
getting
either
ready,
you just wasted a security deposit or you wasted your own money, and either way, I've lost a significant amount of respect for you.
Also, I'm just saying, like, in 1994, there were steam irons.
Yeah, they are a lot older than 1994.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is, like, the classic iron, like just a brick of heated metal that you would run over your shirt, is like,
Yeah.
it wasn't in fashion in that time period. Like, I remember my mom owning a steamer iron that, like, was like guaranteed to reduce the risk of, you know, burning your shirts and stuff because it had a steaming function on it that, like,
Because
let
all
off
you
some
had
of
to
the
do
heat.
was use hot water and not risk lighting your shirt on fire
Yeah.
with, like...
What? What?
Finally.
Can only pray.
Sneaky dead. Confirmed.
Yo,
Hmm.
I had that thought too.
Uh-oh. Sneaky about to get a fucking murdered live on stream. Finally.
Possibly. How ironic. Anyway, glancing around, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Water is right on time. What do you mean? Which means you're late. And the smile was immediately wiped off her face.
One of those pricks.
I want you 15 minutes here before the start of your shift. Now go clean the tables. Okay, well, no, so I semi-agree and semi-disagree with these kinds of bosses. So if you're doing a retail job of this store opens at 7 o'clock, your shift technically starts at 7 o'clock. You should be showing up early because when it says store opens at this time, it means the store is ready to function at this time, not you're opening at this time. And
Well, yeah, but that depends on whether or not they're the opener. Like,
right. No,
so
and I understand that, yeah.
You only need one person to open the store, and it might not be her job to open, right? The theoretical person's job to open. They might have to work the first shift of the morning.
Right, exactly. And that is where I do draw the line. That's the thing I semi-agree and semi-disagree. Because there's other jobs I've worked at where my boss is like, why are you getting here exactly on time? I'm like, because this is when I clock in to start my shift. You should be getting here early. You're not paying me to get here early. And they just look at me. And I just look at them. I'm like, you can fire me if you want. I'm going to keep showing up on time. And they don't fire me. Because I show up on time. Unlike a lot of the other employees there.
Well, and of course, right, like, they're also the kind of boss that if you were, what they're really saying is, they're not saying, I want you here 15 minutes early in case something wrong. What they're saying here is, I want you doing 15 minutes of unpaid labor.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
There was another time I was a security guard and we had to open the gate. And he's like, the gate needs to be open at this time. I'm like, well, that's the time when my shift starts. I can't get over there. I can't sign in and get over there in under 60 seconds. He's like, then you should get here earlier. I'm like, you don't pay me to get here earlier.
True.
Well,
like, that's when you ask the question.
Your shift actually starts when you get to your post. No, it doesn't. It starts when I clock in.
Yeah.
So, fuck you. That's the boss that did
Except
fire
nothing.
me. But that was because of a different reason.
I would say that's when you ask the question. So if I get here 15 minutes early, I can punch in 15 minutes early, right? Since I'm here and working.
Yeah. Nope. He explicitly lined out that we're only ever going to be paid for what's outlined in our contract, or less if we don't sign in on time.
Okay then.
And he was also like, actually, it doesn't matter when you clock in, the time we actually record is the time that the person on desk says you came in. Which, of course, the person on desk didn't like me, so they would say I came in 15 minutes late every day, and would say the friend that came in 15 minutes late every day came in on time. So, that's just workplace bullshit for you.
That's just how it be sometimes.
Of course, I was obviously the unbelieved party, because everyone but me was training to be a cop or a prison guard, which means that the boss, who was an ex-cop, liked them more than me. So he didn't care what they did.
Fair enough.
But I was the one at fault, despite me not having any fault. So.
Now, see, I don't understand. Like, we record the time that the person at the front desk says you get in. Okay, well, the time clock says.
Yep. They don't care. Harry Potter sat in his usual seat by the window, not making eye contact with anyone, and positioning his chair in a manner that ensured no one would talk to him. I mean, first off, Harry, you're British. No one's going to talk to you anyway.
True. And thank fucking God.
Can
Yes,
I
I
get
am
you
racist
anything,
against
sir?
British.
No, I just came here for the scenery.
Based.
Oh, okay,
One
so he
black
said that in
coffee,
his head.
please. Yeah, I
Like,
said that in his head. One black coffee, please, he said, looking up at the waitress.
Taking my grind set.
Like, why would you say this in your mind? Like, why would you go to a store, wait for someone to come serve you, because it's seat yourself, then when they get to you, they go, "What can I get for you, sir?" And you go, "Poof, I was just here for the scenery, of course," being a sarcastic asshole in your head. "Oh, can I get this?" It's like, they're just, if this is your usual seat in your usual time at your usual place, why are you being a sarcastic asshole with someone who's just doing their job?
Because you're
Like-
a cunt.
Now,
see, that's the sure sign of the edgelord. Like,
now, admittedly,
right? The thing, no, but it's the thing that they think is witty in their head. They're like, "Oh,
fair. Yeah,
I'm so
that's true.
funny." Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
you're not
'Cause I was
funny.
gonna- I was
You're
gonna say,
an asshole.
I can see there being humor in that sort of setup. If it's like, yeah, I go to my usual place at my usual time and sit in my usual seat, and then someone, one of the waiter staff comes up to me and says, "Can I get you anything?" And
One of
I
the
can-
wait staff that knows me super well, right? Like, who knows I come here every day and knows I'm gonna order the.
Well, no, it doesn't even matter. They just come up and say, "Oh, can I get you anything, sir?" And then in your head, it's like, yeah, you can get me something. It's not like I don't come here every single day ordering the exact same thing at the exact same time. Like, then if you, like, explain why you're being a sarcastic asshole in your head without actually explaining it, like, if you're just doing the running commentary in your head, it's like, it's not like I don't order the same thing every day. Yes, can I have one black coffee? If you frame it that way, it becomes an actually, like, quote-unquote humorous, sarcastic comment. But framed this way, it just sounds like you're being a dick. For no real clear reason. I mean,
I would say it
besides
sounds like
being
you're the
British.
edgy teenager.
Yeah, besides being British, I suppose. She had sleek blonde hair. Do you eye up every waitress that just takes your order? Her
are
face was
some
one
people
of
that do
I
that.
thought
symmetrical
Hey, wait a minute.
beauty.
I thought we stopped reading DxD.
Yeah. Her face was one of symmetrical beauty. Actually, symmetry makes people weird. People don't like symmetry. Despite liking symmetry, people don't actually like it when things are symmetrical, because that's uncanny valley. And people go,
I was gonna say,
"Ugh."
believe it or not, what you want on a person's face is the golden ratio. Literally, I forget what it is, but it's like there's some woman who's considered the most beautiful woman in the world, and she's considered the most beautiful in the world because her face is literally the golden ratio.
Yeah. Golden spiral. Yeah, it's the Fibonacci spiral where all life imitates it. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's weird and it's cool, and I love it. Make a religion out of that. One black coffee, please. Will that be all? Yes. Woman left. Blah blah blah. He stopped here every day and ordered the same thing. One black coffee. Then he would drink it while staring at the streets. He talked to no one. No one talked to him. That's the way it was, and he liked it. Black coffee, right? A voice suddenly asked. Harry looked up into the face of a young waitress he'd never seen before. She was holding 2 separate orders somewhat precariously in her hands, and it didn't look to be very well balanced. Which, obviously, everyone here knows what happens next as she takes the coffee off of the tray and it falls over onto him. Because a child slams into her ass full tilt. And the coffee goes flying all over Harry.
Great when a child slams your ass. Damn. Woman moment.
Not touching that one.
God damn it, Arn.
Other than to remind people that Arn is not part of the CCC.
The CCP? Oh.
Yes, Arn is 100% endorsed by the CCP.
Yeah, unlike Glorious Atin, I am part of the CCP. If one praise or glorious Lord Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I've accidentally outed myself as a propaganda officer for this CCP, which is why I defaulted to it when saying that X person does not represent their views.
Indeed. You know, I wonder how Harry would turn out if he didn't go to Hogwarts. He would probably turn out to be a better human being if he didn't go to Hogwarts, to be honest.
True.
Yeah. Since most
he would remarkably probably be less bitter if he didn't go to Hogwarts.
Yeah. I mean, also
he'd
on top
still
of that,
be stuck with his shitty aunt and uncle and cousin.
Yes,
get out of
but he wouldn't have a crippling distrust of all authority figures and assume that people are out to use him.
Also true.
No, he'd have that, but it would be probably not as bad.
More epic.
Okay, his legal guardians are still authority figures in his life. That was going to happen regardless.
That's fair. Yes, that's fair. But it'd be from a different angle. Like,
like I said, it wouldn't be quite the same.
Yeah.
It'd still be there, but it might be more severe, it might be less severe. On the one hand, no life and death situations with the shitty aunt and uncle. So that might help a little.
Anyway, Waters! Yes, ma'am, is this your doing? It's the 3rd blunder today. You just spilled hot coffee on someone. Everyone's kind of just sitting there like, oh no!
It's the
anyway.
3rd blunder. Lady, I think after the 2nd, I'd have kept her in the back.
Yeah, honestly, after the 1st blunder, I've been like, back duty.
Hey, listen, I know I hired you to wait tables. You are cleaning dishes.
She apologized and offered him a free meal, but Harry wasn't interested. I just want my black coffee. Of course, so we can manage that. I hope, Waters. Yes, ma'am. And the girl came back with black coffee and placed it in front of her.
Wait, hold on a minute. Now, granted, technically the black coffee spilling isn't her fault, but she's made 4 mistakes.
Yes.
3 mistakes, and you are just gonna set her right up for mistake number 4.
Epic.
What,
Harry
talking to Harry Potter to become a main character?
No,
it's her punishment. Becoming a main character is not the reward; it's the punishment.
True.
It is if you're a 40k character.
Fair.
You've been selected for the commissariat. No.
I have anything else.
Imagine just in 40k, the concept of main character is like an accepted like thing, and it's just one day one guardsman just like his commander gives him a letter, says, "I'm sorry, soldier." And the soldier reads the letter. He's like, "Oh no, who died? Who my family died?" Opens the letter. "Congratulations, you've been selected to become the main character." He's like, "No, no, no! The Imperium grants you strength. Praise be the Emperor." No.
No, Sneaky. Main character is an accepted thing. It's thought to be a punishment by Zinch.
You've been cursed with the main character.
Gotta admit, that's a pretty Zinchian punishment.
For now, until you die, your life will take the spotlight.
Oh,
No.
the Chinese
No.
curse.
May
You are
you
forced to live
in
under the
interesting
CCP.
times.
May you
There
live under the glorious
Interesting
Chinese
changes
Communist
coming
Party.
your way. Oh no. Oh wait, Sneaky. I imagine that Zinch hands it out like a game show.
It's in your dreams too, right? Everything that happens
totally.
is in your dreams, and you wake up. It's absolutely a game show, though, and it's the winner gets the main character status. So everyone knowing what's going on tries to lose as hard as possible. But Zinch has planned for that.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky, I can see it now. And joining me now is Kairos Fate Weaver. Kairos, tell them what they want. It's just the actual Kairos Fate Weaver model in just like a red dress.
I love it.
Have we acquired Yabe status yet?
Unlike
Yeah.
every other Chaos God, Zinch's cultists are discreetly placed around the Imperium, not to cause chaos or overturn planets, but to
get
hand
good
out the main
footage.
character slips.
No, Sneaky, their other purpose is to get the footage. They're all just camera crews.
Right, but they're all camera crew.
just a couple of Zinch cultists following Caiaphas Kane around.
Can I shoot them? Don't bother. Why? They're Zinch cultists. More just show up if you do it.
And if you do
They'll
shoot
just
them, they do their
multiply.
level best to show up in the middle of something really great for you, like winning the lottery or banging the Inquisitor.
They record everything. Everything.
No.
They mostly sell it to
They are going to
Slaneshi
put you on
cultists.
TikTok, my guy. You're already fucked.
Turns out there is an upside to them, though. No one notices they're there after a while. Who are we talking about again? Exactly.
The only time people notice them is when Jurgen stands next to them.
Is that group of people Jurgen's standing with?
I don't know. Hey, Jurgen, who are these people? I don't know. They say they're cultists.
I don't
But
believe
they're
them.
really-
All I've seen
they're
them is
not-
carry around all specs and holo projectors.
And they're real good at shooting nids.
They keep saying they're making a documentary, but I've yet to see anything of it.
Live on Zinch TV!
You're kind of
Sneaky,
so
it's time for
tame.
everyone to see.
What? How do you know? I saw you on Zinch TV last night. I'm sorry, you what?
Sneaky, I can see it now. It's time for everyone's favorite soap opera, The Lamenters.
Oh,
Will the camera crew survive more than one episode? Find out next time. On Orcs vs. Tyranids.
Sneaky, I can see it now. For Orcs vs. Tyranids, everyone's like, there's the sideshow, Orcs versus Tyranids Survivors.
find out
It's
next
just-
time.
It's
on
just
Orc
chronicling
Wall
the
C.
there's a camera crew following the camera crew.
They're gonna stack camera crews. So they have enough for all the
It's
episodes.
the behind the scenes. You know, like how they do the behind the scenes of like Big Brother and the whole like interview. I'm sitting in this chair talking to the camera thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Jerry said he came from Caldaria, but I just don't believe him. He doesn't really seem like a Caldaria fellow. But you know, if he survives more than one episode, maybe he's right.
Do you mean Cadia?
Caldaria, I know what I said.
Where the hell's Caldaria?
Doesn't exist. I just made it up. Fuck you.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Cadia broke before the guard did. In our hearts
Best-
forever.
Best dumb line to come out of all of 40k.
That is actually a great line. The planet broke
Yeah.
before the guard did.
It is actually amazing. And just like so 40k.
It is extremely 40k. Almost as 40k as that one planet composed of guardsmen.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because
that's
they
just
found
a,
it out
that's
of
just a
guardsmen.
bug. That was a counting bug.
I don't care. It's canon, and I can't tell me otherwise.
There are enough guardsmen here to form a gravitational singularity.
Orc presence, minimal. Notice how it doesn't say none. That means there's still orcs here.
Wow.
There's at least one.
Maybe they keep them in a zoo.
I guess the orc zoo.
That is the world's riskiest petting zoo, let me tell ya.
True.
So the
Worth
Himi
though.
drops meat in here for us to not eat the kids. And as long as we keep it down to only 5 kids per day, he doesn't shoot any of us.
Okay, wait. Okay, here's the real question. Of the 3 commissars, which one do you think has the most popular show? Kane, Yarrick, or Gaunt? Couldn't remember
Yarrick.
Gaunt for a second. Really, Yarrick?
Yeah. Because Kane's just old-fashioned at this point. Every single season ends with him dying. Everyone knows he didn't die.
Even the Ministorum knows he didn't die.
Like, they just keep defaulting to, oh no, Kane died. Everyone knows it didn't happen.
Oh no. Anyway.
And we wish they would just let him hook up with Vale already.
Everyone's just waiting for the next Creed cameo.
That's why anybody watches any of them. They're waiting for the Creed cameos. Max, I've got it. They make Creed like Patrick Colasar from Build Fighters.
Okay, is Creed supposed to be an important figure or comedy?
Oh, Creed is
Creed is
absolutely
the
an important
only
figure.
human being in existence to ever beat Tzeentch at a game of chess. The god of change and knowledge.
No, the god of fate, change, and knowledge. Let's be clear.
My bad, of
All
course.
3 levels of cheating.
Alright.
The goal of doing a little
He
trolling.
is the only
Okay,
man
okay.
to ever bet his soul against Tzeentch in a game of chess and win.
Handily, by the way. Handily.
I think we can put him on the same tier as Patrick Colasar then. That's
The
really
best
fucking
part
stupid.
is Tzeentch later basically admitted to other to demons, I was trying to cheat.
This all started because Creed on the tabletop, his commander ability is that you can designate, was it 5 units as scout units? And you can use a scout token for
Deploy
them.
them as scout units
Yeah,
with scout
and-
unit rules.
Yeah, and
up
deploy
until
them
you
as scout.
decide they're not.
Any unit as a scout unit. And so what people would do is they would designate their Titan as a
Or
scout.
their Baneblade.
Or their Baneblades as a scout, and then move them around as a scout unit. And when you would go to attack the scout unit, it's just like, oh, actually, that guy hiding behind the tree, he's actually a 30-foot Imperial Metal Titan.
So, all right, I've taken 7 shots with my heavy infantry at your scout unit. Yeah, you need a 6 to wound. It's a Titan, isn't it?
Why is that? Why is that allowed?
Because
It has since been nerfed.
Creed!
They
Why?
eventually decided the
Well, we
rule
do a
was
little
so
trolling.
unbalanced that they killed him. That was how they nerfed it.
How? I'm
I've
sorry,
already
did
killed
none
God.
of them think to playtest an ability that
And
turns
then they
any
unkilled
unit
him.
into this other?
They unkilled him later.
No,
Yes, as you do.
he's still technically not in the universe.
Well,
Nietzsche,
yeah, he got
I
taken
just
away.
killed God. Universe card. Okay. I have unkilled God. Your move, retard.
The original lore as to why later on Creed could never die was because the orcs believed he was so unkillable. Whenever an event
No,
would
that was
occur,
Yarrick.
That was Yarrick? Oh, okay, sorry. That was
Yeah,
no,
Yarrick.
I thought that was Creed because a portal
Nope,
appeared to
Yarrick.
suck him up before
Nope,
he
nope.
before. Okay,
Yarrick. The portal sucking Creed up was Angry Necron Man.
right.
Or Trolley
The
Necron
collector, yeah, the collector, right. yeah. So Yarrick was the guy you can't. His lore is that the orcs believe he can't die. So whenever he gets into a situation that could kill him, something unreasonable occurs so it doesn't kill him.
Wait,
Become
is Yarrick
unreasonable.
just a human?
Yes, he's also
Yarrick
just a
is
human.
a completely normal, angry old man.
Okay, and the orcs believe so hard he can't die.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, because he gave them a beating.
Does that make Yarrick the first example of a point where orcs don't have to look at something for it to happen?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, I thought normally it worked like as long as an orc can see it, it just kicks in.
Yes. Yeah. Yarrick
So
is
their
one of the
faith
few
is
things
so
that
hard.
yes. Yeah. Yarrick
Their
is
faith in
so
Yarrick
known.
is so much.
Yes. Yeah.
So known
It's
and
like
so
the orcs
feared.
are always. Wait. Okay, this might be stupid, but could the explanation be that he's so baller that don't the orcs worship two gods?
Yeah. Gork
That
and Mork.
also
Gork
are
and Mork,
orcs?
yes.
Gork and Mork
Yeah.
who regularly kick
Are-
the shit out of the Chaos Gods and let them live because killing them would make things boring.
That's fair
Base.
enough. Are Orc and Mork able to just peek in whenever they want?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
could that be an explanation?
Oh,
They
yeah.
just happen to be seeing this dude that their followers like, yo, this guy's dope.
Yes.
Well,
it's-
actually,
yes,
what it
possible.
probably is that okay, so Yarrick's primary antagonist is, I forget how to say, Mokthrog.
Yeah, Mokthroggen, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a dude who he
Gorgras,
claims
Mokthroggen, yeah.
he's one of the oldest living orcs, and he
He's
claims
also
that
like
Gork
the
and
size of
Mork.
the mountain.
Oh,
No. He's not there
As you
yet.
do.
He's not there yet.
he's getting
Um,
there though.
Yeah.
He's
Orcs
he's
don't
like the
stop
size
growing.
of an. At this point, I think he's the size of an Imperial Walker.
Yeah, orcs grow really fast at the start into full-sized orcs, and then they slowly get to knob over the course of like a couple months. And if they live longer than that, they can grow into a war boss if the position is open. And then if they become a war boss, they don't stop growing anymore. And so age just becomes a factor into how big they get.
It does not affect them
I
negatively. There is
see.
an orc who reached a mountain size,
Yes.
but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Okay, so I was remembering correctly. There was an orc that did that.
It was
yeah.
the beast.
Yes,
the
the
first
beast.
beast.
Yes.
Not the like 13 that came after him, which is nearly as messed up as the Spider-Man clone saga, but we're not here to talk about that.
Yes.
Kid.
So Mokthrogga claims to be able to speak directly to Gork and Mork, and it was later revealed that, oh yeah, no, he totally can. And he once he laid an entire trap and destroyed an entire Imperial army to capture Yarrick, keep him on a prison moon, and he then threw Yarrick in a pit with like a bunch of ultra spiny bonefish waiting for Yarrick to escape and blow up the moon. And when Yarrick was about to do it, Thraka walked in, beat everyone around him to death, knocked him out, put him on a functioning Imperial starship, and then said, great job, and then said in basic, or not basic, high Gothic, right? Not just like the language of the plebs, but the language of the elite. Great fight, dude. Head back to Armageddon and tell them I am coming again. Later. See you in a couple years, buddy.
GG rematch.
That
GG, good
is-
rematch.
That is
GG
horrifying.
RE.
Yeah, it's some
All of
40k
that.
lore can get
Anyway,
really good.
so sorry, my entire point there is it is entirely likely that he is what drew the attention of Gork and Mork to Yarrick, and they were like, "Oh, we are not letting this old man die."
Old man too pissed off to die. Gork and Mork approve.
Literally.
I mean, that is literally Yarrick's lore, so
That's coincidentally also Sneaky's lore.
I love it.
Man literally too
so-
angry to die.
I love that
there
so
is
much.
so much dumb stuff in 4K. Or like one of my personal favorites is we loved the Emperor so much that even though we were stuck on a planet that got sucked into the warp, we did not emerge tainted.
Yep.
Oh,
There's other
Damn.
great little bits there hidden in the lore of like the Emperor. I don't know if this is still canon, but the Emperor used to actually be powered by the orcs a little bit because the orcs also believed in the Emperor, and that if he was such a cool guy by the human standards, like if he's like the big human war boss and the humans are actually fairly good fighters, he must be the best fighter. And so because of that,
Clearly.
he actually got healed a little bit by the orcs.
Oh, yeah, that reminds
That-
me, Sneaky,
I don't know if they kept that one.
you saw the Noel war boss, right?
The Noel Warp. Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
guys might be orcs. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Noel literally said, if you guys watch me too much, you will turn into orcs. So, I guess I'm an orc now, boys.
Indeed.
Wag.
So yeah, that's about it. So basically, the rest of the chapter was absolute nothing. It was who's
by
that
the way,
guy? That's the guy that
we're-
orders the black coffee every day. Oh, what's his name? Nobody knows his name. He's really handsome and always pays in cash.
He's the black coffee
okay.
man.
I'll call him Mr. One Black Coffee, and then the chapter ended. That's the
Amazing.
riveting opening chapter.
Truly
I
a
like
great
this
book.
coffee.
I like that this lady thinks she's still going to be employed somehow.
I
Yeah,
am
right.
the man of the fishing, and I have been hooked.
Apparently, by the time of this conversation occurring, she committed 2 more accidents.
Oops. Anyway,
I appreciate the way you said committed an accident.
I have committed 2 accidents in New York on the 11th of September 2001.
Oh god.
Do not.
I mean, it's been 20 years.
Too late.
I think it's older
It's
than
20.
him at this point.
Yeah, it literally is by like a single month. It is older than me. So I do not care. Fuck you.
But
oh,
so
by
I
the
wanna
way,
talk
I think
about Fallen Order real quick.
before you do, I
Oh,
want to say
excellent.
the
Yeah.
worst thing 40K's done for editing
Yeah.
the lore so far was removing Elena's making Elena's
the
pious
worst
and immortal.
thing that 40k did for the lore so far is in the new book, they named the Emperor Neoth. Yep.
All right. Okay.
And-
It's the second worst
and-
thing they've done.
Hold on, didn't finish yet.
Oh Jesus.
And they retconned why the original Primarchs got scattered through the warp.
Why?
So basically,
It was already one of the weakest points of the lore.
So basically, it was woman's fault.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, I saw that part. Oh yeah, that's really bad.
Woman's
Okay.
it.
So the original reason the Primarchs got scattered was because the Chaos Gods were like, we definitely can't let these guys like grow up around the Emperor, or we'll just have a bunch of mini Emperors running around, and we can't have that. So they sucked them out. So they used literally all of their power to suck them out of the laboratory that the Emperor had put them in.
Yeah.
But now, isn't it like the woman who helped make them saw that the Emperor was going to turn them into weapons, and she's like, I can't let that happen, so she tried to give them real lives?
No, it's worse than that, actually. So she did a ritual that would suck them all into the warp and scatter them across the galaxy intentionally.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. She did that because, oh, hey, isn't the Emperor, like, the Emperor's going to use them as weapons, and I can't have that.
Yes, yeah. She did it because war is bad. Yeah.
A woman moment.
You missed my comment earlier about her being hired as a Hollywood assistant director.
Oh.
Oh yeah, haha. Yes, no, yeah. I ignored that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She became an armorer. Oops.
Oopsies.
But yeah,
Minor
so
fuck you, wiki.
Yeah, so
but
Fallen
honestly,
Order.
I still think
Yeah.
like the retconning for Elena's Pius is one of the worst things they've ever done.
It is one of the worst things. Yeah.
Because so Max, originally in the lore of Warhammer 40,000, there was a guardsman named Elena's Pius. And he was a completely normal dude who was there when the Emperor went to fight Horus above Terra. And I forget, did he stab Horus or did he just block a blow for the Emperor?
He blocked a blow for the Emperor.
That was it. He blocked the blow for the Emperor, allowing the Emperor to finally harm Horus. And there was nothing special about him. He was not psychic. He was not a blank. He was a normal dude who did his utmost to make a difference and did. And they've now since retconned him into some kind of immortal being that cannot die, completely removing the sacrifice and ignoring the point of 40k, which is that you keep doing what you can and you make a difference, because otherwise, what's the point?
Yep. It's unfortunate, but Games Workshop is dead set on destroying their brand and everyone associated with them. Because if you guys have seen the news at all about Games Workshop, their NDA got leaked.
Oops.
And they did an oopsie. Because part of British law is that you're required to tell your shareholders when your NDAs change. And they didn't do that.
Oh, that's not good.
And not only did they not do that, they had a bunch of people sign the new NDAs. And these new NDAs were ridiculous. At no point in time was Games Workshop required to hire you for signing this NDA. And that by signing this NDA, you not only would cease working on all Games Workshop content, period, you would not work on any genre-related content for the next 5 years.
It's just so bad.
And it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? And it gets worse because, of course it does. Well, why else would it be on the show? It gets worse. Because they would then go to these people who have the NDAs, so they're not able to speak out about what Games Workshop's doing to them, and would say, hey, we're going to reconsider you to hire again. So do all of this free art for us. And then when they would do that, they would go, okay, thanks, and then they would leave and stop talking to the person for another 3 to 6 months before they would come back saying, hey, we've considered you for hiring again, please do more free art for us.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of bad stuff in there.
Yeah, it was terrible, and I was just like, holy shit.
Well, and then luckily the only reason we even found out about this was because a bunch of people who lived in England were like, hey, wait a minute, this is super illegal.
No, we actually only found out about this because this one retard went to a bad actor. So, he went to another YouTuber, gave him their information, and was like, hey, please, subtract my name from all of this, and et cetera, et cetera. And then that YouTuber went to the bad actor who they wanted to curry favor with and said, hey, I got this scoop. Here, make sure to remove their name. And they said, okay, and then they didn't.
Yeah.
Oops. Minor fuck you, wiki.
Yeah. And it's just like, why would you ever trust a YouTube bad actor?
If you're mentally disabled. Yes.
Yeah, more or less. But anyway, so yeah, Fallen Order, I downloaded it as part of Game Pass recently. And it's a great example of how not to tell a story in a video game format again, in my personal opinion. The pilot was okay, I guess. Like, he was very non-offensive, but also really non-existent. I played a couple of hours of the content campaign, and I really didn't like this black mentor character. Not because she was black, but just because she was just so not a mentor. Like, she was written as a mentor,
yeah.
but she wasn't.
So you get 2 mentor characters in that game.
Oh.
Which game?
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Oh,
One of
yeah,
them's dead. And guess which one's the better one?
The dead one.
The dead one?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I really was disturbed by the fact that she looked a lot like Lori Lightfoot. Wasn't okay with that part.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just gotta let the demons in, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall,
Like I said, it
wasn't,
scores a 6 at best out of 10.
wasn't really enthused with the combat system. It had the Dark Souls light combat, but I could only use one quote-unquote style of lightsaber. I could only use one force power. I didn't really have any variation in my attacks. I mean, yes, I know I can go and upgrade. I can kill a bunch of things and then finally upgrade to the point where I have variation in my attacks. But it's like, Like, some of them require force power to just swing my lightsaber harder. It's like, bro? What?
Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jedi Knight Jedi Academy has the best lightsaber combat.
Yeah.
Period.
And
not Jedi.
I didn't
I mean,
like
not
how
just
I
Jedi
mean,
Knight Jedi
the
Academy.
ranged
I don't-
combat
actually,
wasn't
I-
bad. But it wasn't
No.
good either.
Well, here's the thing, like I said, that game's easily worth $20. Probably at the most for most people. I got 2 playthroughs out of it. Because once you hit a certain point with the combat, you're like, oh, things are clicking, and I actually can do some fun, stupid shit.
Right.
Its story, 6 out of 10 at the most. It does have problems.
Yeah, I think personally for me, it was just a problem. It's the same problem I had with the anime Dark Souls. What was that called?
Code Vein.
Code Vein, yeah.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
problem with Code Vein, in where the play style, like, it had the feel of this, like, play it your way style, except
But at least in that one, the weapons had different fighting styles.
Yes,
like,
yeah, it
Yeah.
did. But there were clearly
Oh.
weapons that were just objectively better, and
Yeah.
if you didn't use the weapons, you were just wrong. And it was
Well,
like, oh,
yeah, that was
okay.
a problem in Code Vein. Sneaky, I think I know the problem.
Yeah,
And for you, for Fallen Order, same problem I have with Sekiro.
yeah.
There's no real variation in what you can do.
Yeah, it's the same, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I remember when we were supposed to get like when you get like the poison spear, I was like, oh shoot, this is cool. I have a sword. I expected it to be like a sword that you could use that was poisoned, right? And it does a ton less damage and it has less range, but you can constantly build up the poison meter. No. And then you get a spear, and I was like, yeah, spear combat style. It's just a poke.
Yeah.
When do you unlock a spear? Because I stopped playing that game when I got to the top of the tower. It's like, I beat him, I won, whatever.
Spear is later. It's
Spear is way late, yeah.
We talking like mid to late game?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you should have known better by that point. You really should
It's
have.
funny, I actually also only got to, what's his face at the top of the tower, and I beat him. I'm like,
Genichiro?
yeah, I beat Genichiro for, like, is that the first time you do? I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
The
well,
only
done.
reason I remember his name is because I had to beat him up so many times to get to Ishin.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Tired.
Okay, GG. Game beat. Let's go.
Yeah. It's when it comes to Dark Souls-ish games, I want that freedom of attack movements. Like, I want to be able to be like, oh, well, I feel like playing as a fast character or as a slow character, as a etc. character. I want to be like, oh, I have to use this sword, and I have to use these moves, and every enemy is geared towards only this kind of fight style. And I'm not talking about like a fight style like in game. I'm talking like a mindset fight style out of game. And if you don't play the game exactly like this way, then you're wrong and stupid, and you shouldn't play the game. I'm like, okay, well, I guess just not play the game then. Whatever.
That's fair. Like, at least your arguments are better thought out than Atten's initial complaint of but lightsaber.
I mean, to be
Well,
fair, but
lightsaber.
No, I know, and that the design decision was explained, even if it's one that I do
Lightsaber
disagree
these
with.
nuts. Lol.
But lightsaber these nuts. Heyo. Anyway,
Heyo,
I'm gonna
light my
wrap
balls
it
on
up for
fire.
tonight. It is currently almost 9 o'clock on Friday. You guys all have a good weekend. We'll be
Gaming.
back at it on Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. because there's always more and it always gets worse. Whether that's the content or us, it's up to you to decide.